Pray, Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. But my God, she looks so helpless. And her body's saying hell yes. No, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. In my
Only you
mind, I'm
can.
trying to go. Then her mouth is on mine.
I had received news that really altered the way I carried and handled my business as a woman. However, prior to receiving that news, how I was handling my business as a woman wasn't very ladylike at all. Sometimes the call comes to realign you with your intended purpose. When you walk in your purpose, the individuals who are lined up to make you doubt why you are heading in a different direction than what they thought they were going to set for you, you allow what has always guided you to take the wheel against those who do not want to respect who's provided for you. They haven't provided for you the tools you need to combat the warfare that comes against your psyche. What you have to do is to get back to source. That means what it means. Whatever kept your house grounded and whole prior to you allowing the outside forces to make you leave that structure, get back to source and realign where your help comes from.
You ain't nothing but a fat heifer.
What do I do when I am at war with myself and the thoughts that come into my very own mind are not familiar with what I have grown accustomed to in my day-to-day activities? This is a letter from one of our readers who have had instances where the thoughts that came to her mind were completely unfamiliar to her when she found out that she was in fact diagnosed with a terminal illness. Thank you for joining our channel as we seek to answer questions that you may not know how to ask or you may not know how to answer. As a caretaker, we always want to be cognizant of the person who has been attacked by an illness that has caused them to be in an unfamiliar territory within their very own body. How do we establish trust with our loved one when we both have to deal with an outside confirmation of what is attacking our home, our relationship, and our very own esteem of ourselves? Listen closely. Change is a human aspect that can be identified in every way that we move. We are always seeking to grow, seeking to find ourselves more and more valuable with those who we have grown to love in a very deep way. When we receive the call outside of our home, outside of our relationships, that tries to destroy the livelihoods that have grown very protective of our spirit, we need to think of how to soothe that part of our psyche with self-affirmations. Quickly, upon hearing any news that has not been within your home, if every day you wake up, you have thoughts of success in a future meeting, you think about planning a birthday party or a celebratory moment for your loved ones, and you have your plans for what you will make for your meals for the day. You have plans for how you're going to take care of your environment. However, you have not thought about, what does my mind need to stay healthy? What does my body need to stay afloat for our family? I want to be able to think about and also plan gorgeous, edible, delicious meals for my family. But what does this news do to that inspiration and motivation when it makes us feel like we can no longer be here in our bodies to care for our children the way we once have? This is heavy. To be confronted with the aspect of no longer being able to do the things that you've taken for granted day for day. I want to cook meals. I want to clean my home. I want to be able to make the phone calls and send out the invitations. What happens if I am no longer able to do that for my loved ones? And when you consider that as a caretaker for your loved one, you say to yourself, I am a healing light. My presence is a healing energy whenever my loved one sees me. This can take place before you meet eyes, meet voice in the morning, and that will be the control that you will most likely and love to take on in your day as a caretaker to someone who has been afflicted by a call. Also, I want you to share what are the things that you do that keeps you grounded in your day-to-day activities, showing up for those you love, and show how you can still implement that regardless of whatever comes from the outside